Hello, my name is Sean, and I would like to welcome you to Divine Source Connections, Astrological, Fire Element, New Moon in Gemini, Moonology Oracle reading for May 30th, 2022. This reading is to include astrological star signs Aquarius, Leo, and Sagittarius. Moon in Gemini manifests itself by the need for changes in spontaneity. Safety lies in thinking about your feelings and sharing them with others. You can be more talkative and speak with ease these days. You might have a better ability to keep cool-headed. But beware, cold heart can discourage others. Harmony of thinking and feeling is important. I would like to start out by saying that I am not a psychic, and I do not have special powers. I align myself with source energy. I ask questions, and I interpret vibrational transmissions. I do not know the future. All oracle interpretations are based on the present vibrational momentum of the thoughts that you've been thinking. This is a general reading, and everyone receiving this transmission will translate this vibration depending on their own level of receptivity. You are receiving this energetic transmission in divine time. At this present moment, we are at the same place, at the same time, and this message is from Source. This message is for you. This new moon in Gemini Moonology Oracle transmission relates to your shoulders, arms, hands, bronchial tubes, lungs, nervous connections for sensors and motor skills, as well as blood capillaries. Fire. The element fire represents energy. Even though water has great earthly energy, it can't compare with the sun's energy. Though both might be equally important to humans, fire has strong masculine energy, but often neglects the feminine principles. Life without love, a feminine principle, isn't worth living, so Fury people must respect their emotional side and acknowledge their emotional needs. The biggest challenge for one guided by fire is to remain calm and peaceful, remembering that passivity is needed as much as activity. Your first card. The first card is the waxing moon. This first card represents things that no longer serve you. Things, old thoughts and beliefs that are not aligned with what Source knows to be true. Things that you need to release, you need to let go of. Your first card is the energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some hard work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building as well. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. Attuned to the moon. I know I'm headed in the right direction. Additional meanings for this card. The situation is full of potential. Your dream can come true. More effort is required. Are you willing to give it? Review your goals and ensure that you're still committed. Keep moving forwards. The teaching. The waxing cycle is the period of the lunar cycle from the new moon to the full moon, and during this time the moon appears to be slightly bigger and rounder every night. This is a very empowered and empowering time, and this is a very promising card. It suggests now is the time to make plans and to act on them, no matter when you actually pull this card. The second card represents what the new moon is trying to illuminate for you at this time. What is it trying to bring to light? What is it trying to make clear for you at this time? The second card is Take Time to Breathe Out, Disseminating Moon. The intensity of the full moon has abated, and what we are left with, that is what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way that things are now, and give yourself and others time to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how you could do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself. If you're feeling bad about your current situation, then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. Attune to the moon. I am where I am, and it's okay. Additional meanings for this card. You should know where you stand either now or very soon. You need to take some time out for your own good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with others. Avoid falling into a slump. The disseminating moon is the first moon phase after the explosion of the energy that comes with the full moon. No matter when you pull this card, it suggests you're at a more tranquil point in your life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. This is not the ideal time to start something new. The disseminating moon is time to breathe out. Give yourself some time off and think about what has passed by. The third and final card represents near future trends and manifestations based upon your current vibrational transmission and how to realign your thoughts for more favorable, deliberate outcomes. The third card is the new moon in Gemini. How appropriate. This is the new moon in Gemini. New moon in Gemini. Communication is the key. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing, communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communication with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is on your mind and whatever it is that you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself, email, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also be helpful now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. Attune to the moon. Write a list of all the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. Additional meanings for this card. Time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. Someone is flirting with you. Read more books. The teaching. Gemini is a sign of communication and socializing of ideas and travel and the energy around it. And around this card, no matter when you pull this card, is speedy, gossipy, and flirtatious. The new moon in Gemini is a wonderful time to get out and socialize. Geminis love to chat. One thing to be aware of is that this card can also indicate being mentally scattered. Daily meditations will help to unscramble crossed wires in your brain. This concludes your Moonology Astrological Fire Element New Moon in Gemini Energetic Transmission.